So what actually is anxiety and how will it affect you? I mean, I'm saying it with a smile on my face. Anxiety can be very different from, if you asked 100 people, they give you 100 different versions of anxiety. But my understanding is there's almost like a low-lying discomfort somewhere, and just a feeling of a bit doom and gloom often for some people. And there's sort of like something constantly bothering them within themselves. They can't always put their finger on it, but certainly a heightened sense of themselves. Yeah, a lot of common symptoms can be sweating palms, maybe a very fast heartbeat, shortening of one's breath, going into different situations and feeling a bit panicky can be something that a lot of people complain of. So there are lots of things that people complain about. Maybe sometimes long term there'd be headaches or restlessness or not sleeping well, worrying about things unduly. I think worrying about other people's stuff can exacerbate. You know, if you've got a family or children or other people's stuff, we can often take on board. Having a very stressful job can exacerbate people's anxiety. Maybe not dealing with a situation that you keep putting by and think, oh, I'll deal with that another time, almost can be quite an anxious driven thing. A lot of people that I've heard recently particularly have a lot of anxiety around social media. You know, maybe watching the news late at night can make people anxious. There's a lot of stuff on maybe about people dying or floods or wars or things that you can't really actually personally make better instantly. People often go to bed worrying about things like that. Maybe social media, people put on a comment somewhere and then they get the wrong response. That can upset people. Maybe the pressure of anxiety, the pressure of social media, feeling like they've got to continually do things. Some people go on holidays and leave their phones at home because the anxiety that all that brings. Emails, you can get on your phone now, a whole array of things. One of the biggest things that has helped me with anxiety is breathing. Slowing down my breath, that's something I would suggest to other people. Even slowing down your speech is helpful. Making sure that you have lists of things that are realistic, a little bit like another talk that I do on stress. They're not dissimilar. So maybe just slowing down, looking at your breathing, taking it a bit slower every day, looking at your priorities and not getting so bogged down with all the things that you have to do. A lot of people ask me if I'm anxious and don't think I am. Actually, I have even seen someone about anxiety who taught me some great techniques that actually made me laugh. When you laugh, you release something called endorphins, which are like natural heroin to the body, is the only way I can describe it. And I found that doing these exercises made me laugh a lot because I do get quite anxious about things, particularly my work, because I so want the world to take care of itself better and not everyone's always listening to me. So I find that quite challenging sometimes, but I've got some great tools that I've worked with other people to get. Some people say, oh, I don't need to go to the doctors, I'm just a little bit anxiety. Definitely go to the doctors because there might be other underlying things. A friend of mine had a lot of stress and anxiety. She was a nurse of all people and she had a thyroid problem. So you do need to get checked out by your doctor because there might be something else underlying that's causing the anxiety. Well, I haven't got any percentages off the top of my head of how common anxiety is today, but I would say massively because there's so many more recorded suicides, there's so many more people on anti-anxiety medication, stress meditation, people that are on antidepressants. I think it's absolutely enormous at this day and time. So thank you for listening to my vlogs today. I really hope they've been of value and help to you. If you'd like further information, contact me on my website or my contact number. I really look forward to hearing from you.